Retang gang, what's poppin', man? This your boy Tay, back at y'all again with another video, man. Peace, love, and abundance to everybody that's watching right now. If you need to speak with me, I do one-on-one consultations, so I'll leave my link in my description. Also, make sure you follow me on all my socials and smash that like button, all right? So, if you're watching this video right now, that means that you are tapped in and you're ready to evolve. You are ready for a change, right? So you've had these questions inside of you on your purpose and who are you and what do you mean to this world, right? That's one of the aspects of going through an awakening. And you'll realize once you start to wake up, the way you carry yourself changes, the way you move. If you watch my channel, you'll notice that a lot of my videos, I speak on self, right? I speak on knowing thyself, because that's the most important aspect of evolution. All these issues that we face within ourselves, no confidence, low self-esteem, anxiety, right? And having pessimistic thoughts. All these things stem from lack of knowledge of self, right? I was watching this video of this guy and he made a great talking point about the Lion King, right? I wish I remembered his name, but he was saying how Simba, was ran away from the Pride Lands, and he was raised by a pig and a rat, eating grubs, eating bugs, singing Kumbaya with all the animals. Simba didn't know who he was. And it wasn't until Rafiki came and planted that seed in his head that he started to wake up. You saw him looking at the stars, right? And he was able to tap into his ancestors, his spirit guides. That's when he gained his confidence back, because he started to realize he was a lion. He was the king of the jungle. You see what I'm saying? He came from royalty. He's not meant to be sitting around eating bugs and being docile. He was meant to rule. You see? And a lot of us fall into that category. Is we've been programmed to be docile our whole life and just be a number. If you watch the movie Ants, they talked about that. How, you're more than just a worker. You can be whatever you want to be. You see? You're not just a number on the assembly line. You have a uniqueness to yourself, skills and gifts, your mindset, the way you think. All these things are unique to the billions of people on this planet. And it's time for you to bring that out. It's time for you to express yourself. But see, a lot of us lack that confidence. We lack that reassurance because we don't know ourselves. We don't know who we are. See what I'm saying? Just like Simba, he didn't know who he was. So he's a lion hanging around his food. He didn't like eating the bugs. They was nasty to him, but he didn't know who he was. So that was his only option. He got Timon and Pumbaa in his head telling him this is what he's supposed to eat, right? To keep him docile. They knew who he was. They knew that he was a lion and at any moment he could turn on them. You see what I'm saying? If he came back to his true nature. And that's a reflection of our life, of this world. You have people around you that's set up to keep you docile, to keep you asleep, to keep you distracted. If you ever found out who you were, everything around you will start changing, right? You're going to start shifting the molecules around you. This is why when you start to awaken, a lot of you guys, let me know in the comment section, you notice that people start to drop out of your life. You notice that the BS you used to put up with, it don't fly with you anymore. I remember I had a job and, this is when I was going through my awakening stage, and I remember one of my supervisors, they was talking to me a little crazy. He told me to, I was already doing all this work, right? And there was a customer that needed help, right? And he could have got the customer, right? But instead of him getting the customer, he asked me to do it. I'm already doing 1,000 things. And I remember I snapped. You know, that was my breaking limit. I was just like, you know what? I can't do this right now. Right? And at that moment, I realized that I don't like authority. You know, I don't like nobody trying to tell me what to do and try to boss me around and take advantage of my energy. I'm already going above and beyond to get things done. And you're trying to take advantage of my hard work and my loyalty. See what I'm saying? So I stopped taking BS. You start to awaken something inside of you, man, that's like, you know what? I didn't come here to work. I didn't come here to be bossed around by somebody, right? I came here for a bigger purpose. And this is when you start to find who you truly are. You didn't come down here to take orders from anybody. See what I'm saying? You're bigger than that. But you got to realize that for yourself, man. This is why you see a lot of people stop, you know, they're getting out of the job force. You start to wake up and level up your consciousness. You're not going to take too kindly people giving you orders. That's not going to fly with you anymore. You're not going to take too kindly people taking advantage of you. Taking advantage of your good heart. You know what I'm saying? And your energy. That's not going to fly with you anymore. So all these things are start shifting around your life. You're going to start to see yourself not dealing with people, not dealing with situations. And a lot of us go into isolation. You go into isolation to recalibrate yourself. You know, to reconfigure the molecules inside of you so that you can evolve into what you need to be. That's what's happening to you. You see? Man, look, you don't know your potential. I don't think a lot of you guys know the true power that you have within you, right? You can literally do whatever you want to if you put your energy forth into doing that and you really vision what you want. You can make that come true. You see, that's what people are not going to tell you. You can make anything in this life come true. It's all about your mind. This is why there's always something in your ear trying to tell you how to think and how to see the world, trying to give you an opinion on how your mind should operate. And by doing that, they know that the mind is powerful. Whatever you envision and whatever you get emotional about, you create that. You solidify that into reality. So case in point, if I watch the TV and I'm always seeing negativity, right? I'm always seeing bad news, then I get emotional behind that, right? I get invested into it. Then I'm going to create that and bring that into reality. You know what I'm saying? It's all a game. So you got to start waking up and taking control of your life. That's what I did, man, you know. And it's not an ego thing, right? It's just you being yourself, being who you truly are and who you're meant to be. You know, I got to a point where I didn't like being bossed around. You know, I'm looking at people that's supposed to be my superior, and yet I'm more disciplined than this person. I saw that I was, you know, working on myself, becoming disciplined, and, you know, trying to take care of myself to the fullest, trying to better myself, trying to learn knowledge. And I noticed my superiors weren't doing that. And that didn't sit with me. That, you know, that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, just because how can I let this person be in control of my time and my energy, but yet they're not putting in the work that I do? They probably don't even know themselves. When you wake up, man, you get different eyes and different ears to see and hear and understand this world on a different level. Understand how life is working on a different level. You know what I'm saying? You start realizing that, man, a lot of stuff you was told was BS. A lot of people that you were around were doing nothing but holding you back. And it's time for you to change. It's time for you to separate. You see? If you're watching this video, man, it's time. You know, don't be afraid. Embrace it. Embrace that change. You know, I saw 55, 55. You know, that's the number of change. And swift change, but it's also a positive. You know, it's nothing bad. It might get a little rocky, it might get a little scary, just because it's happening so fast. You know, it's like you surfing on a tidal wave. You don't know what's gonna happen, but it's gonna take you somewhere. You know, but in this case, it's a good change. So, you know, you gotta understand, you guys, you don't just see these videos for no reason. All right, you have to be tapped into a certain frequency to even understand what's being said. This is why when you talk to a lot of people, they might not understand, you know, how your mind thinks. That's just because they're not on that frequency yet. You know what I'm saying? I make this example all the time about the radio station. In order for you to hear a certain station, you got to tune into that frequency. If you don't tune into the right frequency, you're not going to channel in that information. It's not going to happen. See what I'm saying? As you awaken, your frequency changes. So this means that what you used to be tapped in is not going to serve you anymore. You're not going to connect with that anymore because you changed your channel.